Recording in progress.
Alrighty. All right, Tim, I think we're ready to get started.
Okay, turn back on the camera.
All right, we've got Tim Stanley with Justia. He's going to talk to us for a few minutes about things that Tim Stanley talks about. Go ahead, Tim.
All right, we'll see what it is. Let me find my thing here. Okay, here we go. All right, so there's my screen. Yeah, so I'm just going to run through a few things that we've been working on this year, a few things that are coming up. I don't think it's anything commercial for law schools or anything. There's nothing really that you guys might not have any interest in this at all, except for the free stuff. So that's okay. Let me sort of run through some of the stuff we're doing. First, just the general free folks, just so you know who they are. I mean, obviously LII is the main one. This is the beginning of everything free with these guys, and sort of the team that's running it now over out of Cornell. But this, from my standpoint, although the free folks, this is the standard that sort of led the way on everything and continues to lead the way on the free world. We have OYE, which been Northwestern, Chicago, Kent, and now doing some stuff with Cornell as well. That's with Jerry Goldman, and he's not actively being a professor; he's emeritus now, but I text with him all the time about OYE, so it's always good to hear from Jerry. So he's around and still kicking it. And then Justia, we've got our site, and we got case law and community stuff and more law and lawyer directory and the commentary stuff, verdict, which is a lot of law professors. But I covered that last year. So if you want to know more about Justia in general, except for the stuff I'm covering, there's like a video from last year. It's on YouTube, and that has a lot of stuff on it. Or you could just go to the page and click on the company part and see all the free stuff that we offer. It's hundreds of millions of pages of content and documents and things like that. And Justia, we do lots of stuff with LII. It's really our sort of core connection to the world in many ways. And then lately we've all been on the TV in meetings. So lots of TV meetings. We have people throughout the US, throughout Mexico. We have offices where some people are going to, but that's optional for them. It's not something that they need to do. So we've been working pretty well this year, I think, for us. We've had some tough issues. There's some people with some health issues and some things that have happened with some folks that really sad. But company-wise, things have been going pretty well from a company standpoint. Again, outside of a couple sort of personal tragedies that hit some folks due to COVID. So I'm going to talk just briefly a little bit about some of the marketing stuff that we do, because this is how we sort of, well, it's one of the core parts of our business, and it's also a lot of the way we're able to do the stuff for free on things. So we more or less have some marketing product, well, not more or less, or exactly, I guess, have some marketing products for lawyers. And we basically have websites that we make, Justia Elevate. We have PPC, AdWords, LSAs, Facebook ads, call that Justia Amplify. We have the Justia Lawyer Directory, which is our lawyer directory. And then we have a new thing called Justia Connect, which is sort of a free membership program. And we, as of a few days ago, we have sort of a slightly higher paid version of it, at like $20 a month or a couple $100 a year, that we just released. So but again, that's for lawyers that are practicing and things like that. But I'll run through a couple of those things. One of the reasons I bring this up is because, I know a lot of times you do free law stuff and you're focused on free law, and but you also have to sort of create this business at the same time, because you got a lot of people. People need to eat and things like that. Need to have some security for their family and things like that. And for me, I always go back. I've known the folks at NOLO, and this is Jake Warner and Tony, his wife, back in the old days. Public interest lawyer from Berkeley, exactly what you would think. And he started NOLO, sort of the self-help stuff, initially with books, and did some online divorces and things like that as well for folks, so they could save legal fees. But I was always amazed when I'd go in there, because I thought, all right, well, Berkeley, they're in clock tower buildings, we have a bunch of hippies putting up free information or making books that are really cheap relative to legal costs. And I was always amazed at how they were just focused in on like the business aspects of business. It was really, he's tracking this, and it's just like a business. So I was amazed, while also having sort of the overall goal of getting information out and trying to make sure people are informed as to what their rights were and things like that. Outside the state of Texas wanting to shut them down, it worked out pretty well for the guys at NOLO. So part of Justia, a large part of what we try to do is sort of do whatever LII would do, right? Just sort of do it, maybe do some different states or some slightly different things, but we try to be like LII to a certain extent, or work with them, try to figure things out. And the other part is sort of trying to figure out NOLO, sort of a little bit on the business side. How do we get certain recurring revenues and things like that, so that things are steady? So we have marketing stuff. There's a lot of our folks work on the marketing things, and there's a lot of sort of tie-ins to it. And I will be doing some presentations in a couple of weeks on search engine optimization. Maybe like 3 1-hour presentations on the 3 different parts: sort of content, sort of the citation, link building, and then on the technical SEO. So if people are interested in that, they can let me know, and I can get you an invite to that. It'll be much more technical, much longer than this quick run through. But we do a lot of that, and it sort of ties in. So the marketing and the SEO and also our own site sort of all tie in together. The big thing we've done in the last year is we've set up sort of a membership program with Justia Connect. And while in the past we had lots of people subscribe to different features, some people were getting newsletters, some people were in the lawyer directory, some people were asking questions and participating that way, or writing annotations on cases. We've combined it all into one overall user space. We call it Justia Connect. Right now it's for lawyers, but we'll soon be opening up the free version of Justia Connect to law students, any legal professionals, in fact, anyone. You don't have to, anyone can actually use it. And it'll allow them to sort of control the information that they get from us, whether it's they're getting daily case summaries from a state, or getting different FAQ answers they want to see, or different things. There's a lot of different items that they can get from us, or just personalizing parts of the site. They'll be able to do that. So in a way, it's sort of tying it all in together, but it should be, it should be pretty good. It's worked out really well right now. We've got, lots of people using it currently, and it's got, other things we just got lots of free stuff for lawyers, and anybody who signs up for Justia Connect can get it. So once we open up to everyone, but lots of different deals with third-party vendors. Obviously Fast Case, I know, works with Kelly, Court VLEX, all these guys, but there's a ton of them. And we're not charging these guys money to reach people. We're just trying to get whatever we can get, give it out to people. If you guys want to market to lawyers, we got a lot of lawyers. So if we like the company, which most companies, but not all companies, leave it there. We're more than happy to promote people. So it's really it's really been quite good. I've really been really happy with it. We'll be adding in additional features into it and onto the site. So we're going to be doing jobs, so people will be able to subscribe to different types of jobs, or just go to the site and have it personalized for them. It'd be lawyer jobs, but also if you want like legal tech jobs or even academic jobs, we'll be combining everything in to a different database with different sort of cuts of it. And that should be quite good. I think that's a way that people can sort of personalize new things and opportunities. And the people that are in Justia Connect will be able to post jobs that they want to reach people with as well. So you can both get stuff and you can post stuff up if you're a lawyer. So we'll have little tie-ins there, so do some basic checks on things. So this part right now we're right in the middle of working on, which will be quite good. And again, we'll be opening up to law schools and again, anybody really, but we'll have some additional focus on students. And we're going to, especially this next year, we're going to spend a lot of time putting together different sort of free resources and free tools for beginning lawyers. So I think a lot of, well, I mean, I know it because I'm doing this a long time, but a lot of the lawyers that come out of law school, they have a rough time, either just getting a job or once they start their practice, exactly how they do it and different things like that. And I've seen some folks have been extremely successful on it who really just, one right out of law school started their practice, figured it out and went great. And others that have really struggled on different things. So we're going to have different folks working with us. We're going to start trying to present the best information out to people, give people different options for things, whether it's us or other people, it doesn't really matter. They can, there's plenty of other places you can get good info too. We'll be pointing that out as well. Like Lawyerist is good, Attorney at Work for basic information. And then also have a set of free sort of services that they can use as a base level to sort of promote their practice if they want to. Just walk through, here's what we have, and then here are some additional sort of directories you can get good profiles on and different things like that. Explain how blogging works and things like that. All the basic stuff that can help people sort of build out their practice. So this is sort of our big thing that's coming up. It's all sort of tied into this Justia Connect, which already has taken off really well on the free version, and now with this new paid version, it's doing pretty well. And knowing whatever they paid, we can get back your credits for other stuff on Justia, so it's quite good. And then the one other thing I'm going to mention, just because we spent a lot of time on it, it's really good, and we haven't even fully announced it yet, is we just totally redid our whole back-end development tool for making lawyer websites. So it can use the WordPress sort of as the CRM system, but the output is outstanding. I mean, talking all the little things you need for Google, right? All sort of the little user stuff and all the page speed things. It's really good. So it's getting the first initial sites have gone live in the last week or so, and it's just this is gonna be really nice. And so I think we've done, this is sort of a much bigger deal for us internally, but it's really good. I mean, I think this is gonna change things. All right, with that, enough of the business part. Let's talk a little bit about some of the free stuff we're doing on that. So let's sort of go through some of this. One of the big things right now we're working on is the company profiles part of the section of the site, which has the litigation, patents, trademarks, and the business contracts for different companies. So we're sort of combining all this into a profile. We'll also be adding in profiles of the general counsel and some of the corporate counsel for some of the larger businesses that we're able to sort of put together and get nice little business type profiles. The big thing here, I think, will be the business contracts, which again, a long time ago we did at Fine Law, and when CLE had it, and there's some other sites that have done this well. We're pulling everything in and sort of getting a nice sort of mix in. So we'll have the clauses and things and different ways to check contracts and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's going on here. So this should be really quite good. So I think, from a working standpoint, I think this will turn out to be really sort of key to us. And of course, the other thing, I've already mentioned it, Justia Connect. We're going to keep adding new services onto here. We'll keep adding, we've got the webinars coming on. We've got the jobs will be coming on, and, add some like little baby website type things. So people have like free websites eventually and get all that stuff all mixed in. So this is the other part that we have a big focus. We're pretty far down. It's already released, so we're pretty far down the path here on this. But this is I think it's gonna work out quite well too. So those are the big things we've done in the last year, and this next year. Again, I think a lot of it will be trying to help new lawyers and really putting together some materials and content to help them start their practices and sort of do different things for free. So just to make sure we have that out for everybody. Okay, I'm going to take a very quick, small mention break. I don't have a lot left because I'm sort of trying to go pretty quickly. I just want to mention one of the groups that we work with. Now, obviously, LII is the people we work with the most on everything, like I've mentioned like 5 times now. But we do a lot of stuff. So we've worked with a lot of different schools and a lot of different projects. So we've got stuff, probably 20, 25 different schools we have different things going on with at one point in time. So one of the ones that we're working on is Juris. So this is something that's sort of University of Pittsburgh and Bernard Hivitz. And certainly I've worked with him for a long time. Like here's an old page used to have at FindLaw. It's probably like 97 or something like that. We used to, maybe 96. We used to promote some of the stuff he was doing. And this is sort of the news site that he has going on. But one of the things I think, and this is something that other folks at schools might want to think about. One of the things that he's really done that incredibly impressive is that he's really got a lot of activity happening in different countries. So he's got law students and professors and lawyers in Myanmar, but he's got them in Ukraine, Afghanistan, all different types of places, and they're getting pieces published onto Jurist. And it's really amazing that initially this was like some law professors and some students publishing, just on the site, to the sort of larger, broader news source and resource that has really got a lot of first person type of news reporting and commentary and just different legal issues that are occurring. It's really impressive. I mean, really, I'm amazed at what he's done. I mean, I know how the IT works, so let's talk about hosting and backups. Pretty good at that stuff, but I mean, what he's really done, this is really quite impressive. How they built out this community and the team there at the University of Pittsburgh that have sort of helped drive it. So I wanted to mention that because I think this is really cool, and I think it's really really nice. And there I am. This is like 10 years ago, not back in the 90s, but in the 2000s, the aughts, or whatever the hell they're called. All right, the final sort of things I have to mention is today's my dog's birthday. So here's my dog. Picture of my dog. And I'm gonna pick up my dog and probably in the little square. Here. This is Zoe. Zoe's 1 year old today, and she ate my ballot, so I took that picture about her. So you can if you want to follow her, she's on Hug Pugs for both Facebook and Instagram. So she'll post her stuff up there. I know a lot of people ask me, that's a great picture, man, but how can I get more pictures? So maybe I could follow her on Facebook or Instagram, and the answer is yes. So you can. So, but she's 1, and she's gonna have a birthday cake later today, and she's gonna play with her friends at the park. So I just wanted to bring that up because it just happened the exact day she turned 1 was the exact day I did this presentation. So you're a good puppy. All right, you can go play. And that right there is pretty much it. Next year, I hope to see you in person. This is one of my favorite photos. This is what it looks like, after hours where it's like fuzzy because people are drinking and stuff like that. But hopefully next year I'll see you guys, in a real situation, like at a dinner or something, drinking a Diet Coke, and some people might be drinking beers or whatever. So, all right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tim.
Let me see. I'll stop sharing. There we go.
If anybody has any quick questions here? Let's see. Nobody has any questions online. So Tim, thank you as always.
Right.
Yes, hopefully
Yep.
we'll see you in person next year.
Yes, I look forward to it. So good.
Thank you. All right.
All right, thanks.